Hi everybody, Troy Anderson here. Just finished up the morning of boot camp. It's 9:26 in the morning and I'm about to have a beer. Just kidding. I'm just going to use this for a prop later on today. But what we're going to do is I'm going to share some things. I noticed a couple things this morning. I have one that's been on my mind for quite a while, and then another one that I noticed this morning on my way to boot camp actually, where we blew it up real good. I stopped to get gas at the gas station. I was there probably for, I don't know, 5 minutes or less maybe. I only put a little bit of gas in, just enough to get me there, and then I forgot the rest of my tank later because I was in a hurry. But I noticed one person in particular had two of them, and another person had one, and I know there were some others that I just didn't notice, but in that 5 minutes time, I noticed those two people with three cumulative, those big, massive, big gulps, big swig jugs, those half-gallon jugs at least of soda, filling them up to the brim. This is a half-gallon glass container here. You know, they're about this big around, and they might even be a little bit taller than this, but massive amounts of sodium. We know people aren't even drinking calorie-free drinks there, which have their own demerits in their own right, but you know they're filling up with what they want. So I did some numbers for you, so we're going to do some quick math this morning. So we've got half gallon, and we've got the 12-ounce can. That's what the beer's to illustrate. You actually might be better off in the long run drinking a can of beer than a whole big swig of soda. So the numbers was, I did look up on the numbers. And the numbers are, I'm going to show you on the whiteboard back here. Number is, I did a can of Mountain Dew. Can of Mountain Dew, calorically, 170 calories. Hopefully you can see that. Okay? Out of that, there is zero, big fat zero of anything else nutrients. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not a smidgen of protein, not a half a gram of fat, nothing. Absolutely nothing. 100% of the calories come not only from carbohydrate, 46 grams, but there are 40, those 46 grams, let's make that a big number, sugar. 46 grams of sugar. You know what that equals out calorically? And now we're only talking the 12-ounce can here. 46 grams of sugar or carbohydrate calorically is not a huge. Well, that comes up to 170, 180. I did the numbers because it's actually 4 calories per gram. They were a little bit off, so I don't know where they did their math there. Let me grab a towel here so I can wipe off the board because we've got a little more math to do. Okay. Okay, so now let's equate that into what's really happening. What's really happening, again, that was for 12 ounces, remember? What's really happening is we're drinking a half gallon. So let's divide 64 by 12, and we get 5 1/3. Now let's multiply that times 46, and you get, let's put the number on the board, so you don't have to hear me just talk about it. 245 grams of sugar. 245 grams of sugar. Can you believe that? Now let's take that math and calculate it into caloric means. 245 times 4. Is that right? Let's do that math again. So we've got 64 ounces divided by 12 is 5 1/3. So 5 1/3 cans of soda times 46 is 245. Calorically times 4, 980 calories in that Whopper soda. How about that? You know how much food you can eat for 980 calories? That is phenomenal. And that's why people out there, and that's why I've shared video with you before about people drinking liquid calories and exchanging for milk. And that's probably why you'd be better off drinking a can of beer before going to work in the morning. than having that Whopper in regards to fat loss. Obviously, your boss might not be too happy if you came in with beer on your bread. So that's that today. Pretty simple. Obviously, soda's bad, but just think about that. I just want to put those numbers in perspective. I wanted to share one more thing with you today that I've noticed a lot of, and I've seen a lot on the news and stuff about lately. People are getting the news channels are really getting on these people that are selling these antioxidant juices like mangosteen juices and acai, and they have these blogs out there they're using to tell their stories, and they might be fake stories, they might not be, and to sell this product. And people are getting pissed because they're feeling duped about buying this product and it not working. Well, it's plain and simple that these people, they know better than this. They're adults. We all know that if it sounds too good to be true, 99.9% of the time it is too good to be true. They're trying to avoid the pain of being heavy or overweight and seek the pleasure of losing weight without any effort at all. So think about that. So there's been some studies out there on the acais, and they've actually done some comparisons, and I forget where I saw it in the magazine, but they did a comparison between all these mangosteen, acai juices and stuff like that, and Welch's grape juice, and according to their study, now I think there's probably a little more merit in that in these juices than Welch's, but who knows for sure. But they showed that the Welch's had a higher antioxidant quotient in it. But that's just something to think about. All these people are pissed off because they're trying to get over on the system and get over on their bodies, for that matter, not put the effort in, because they're going to drink a little bit of juice and lose all this weight. It's all a big boatload of crap. You got to put in the work, just like the boot campers did this morning. You got to stay away from the big guzzlers of soda, and you got to do some hard work. So, Troy Anderson, sign off from Anderson Training Systems. Hopefully you enjoyed this blog, and stop by regular. We're going to put them out on a regular basis. We've got a couple other cool topics, and they got another really good one. We're going to get after a celebrity next time. So have a great one. We'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.